So for those of you who are thinking of going to Boracay, this is the video for you. If you've never been to Boracay and this is your first time, then you might want to stick around and see what's in store. Now Boracay is a beautiful island, don't get me wrong. It is definitely one of the best islands that I've ever been to personally. Would I even go so far as to say it could be paradise on earth? I don't know. Stick around and we'll find out. This is undoubtedly the home of the land of the most beautiful sunsets and sunrises on planet Earth. And that is quite a statement because I'm from Australia and we all know that Australia has the greatest beaches in the world. So for me to say a place like Boracay could arguably be paradise on earth, that's saying something. And look, if you disagree with me, put it in the comments. But I will fight you on this. I do believe Australia has the greatest beaches. Let me know if I'm wrong. I mean, we stayed in Station 2. So Station 2 is basically we flew into Caticlan Airport from Manila. And from Caticlan, you must get a ferry over to, I believe it's Station 3. And then from Station 3, there's like a shuttle bus. I mean, if your hotel provides a shuttle bus, you can get the shuttle bus. If you organize your tickets and everything beforehand, you will save money, but we went a little unprepared and you definitely pay more because obviously they're trying to get people like us, you know, who kind of overlook the whole getting to the hotel from the airport.
The one of the biggest seafood market in Boracay.
But look, it was our first time in Boracay, so these things happen. It's just little things like that if you wanted to plan ahead and organize your bus from the airport to the ferry and the ferry ride and from the ferry port to your hotel. Yeah, so look, if you've never been to Philippines and you've never experienced Filipino culture, or you've never interacted with Filipino people, they are very, very friendly. They're very welcoming and hospitable, and they will come right up to you, and they will try to offer you all their various services or products, whatever they're trying to sell. And look, you can have a conversation with them and just tell them nicely. If you're not interested, just tell them in a nice way. Maybe you can come back and check it out later. And they're not like we didn't experience any sort of guys that were really, really persistent or anything. There were a few guys that came up to us and they were actively selling and trying to get us interested in going to their restaurant, or having a massage at their establishment.
Got some Filipino negotiating going on here.
Okay lang, good
Yeah, so what I found was that in Boracay, everyone was kind of chill. I never felt like safety was an issue. The then president, President Rodrigo Duterte, he actually closed down the island for about 6 months, and they totally cleaned it up, because at that point it was kind of there was litter everywhere, and it was really messy, and he kind of got really strict and shut down the island, so there were no tourists, no visitors allowed during the pandemic, back in, I think it was 2019. And he basically cleaned it all up, and now when you go to Boracay, you can see that it's there's no litter anywhere. It's the streets are clean, the beaches are clean. It's all been cleaned up, and yeah, it looks great. It looks fantastic.
When our dreams get in the way, I'll figure out why. And when the season starts to change, I'll let it inside.
Getting back to Station 2. Station 2 is where all the action is. That's where everybody is. It's where all the restaurants and businesses in the island are centralized and concentrated. So if you're into that sort of thing, if you're into privacy and you just really want to get away, then perhaps you could stay at Station 1, where it's a little bit more quiet and the beaches are a little bit more exclusive, I guess. There's a bit more privacy, and we have a few videos of Station 1. So if you're interested in checking out what Station 1 looks like, perhaps you're into private beaches, perhaps you don't like hanging around people, then check out our other video on Station 1. Mix. But make sure you get to the end of this video first. Another thing which I really like about going to the Philippines is that they have a very lively music scene. They have a very exciting music scene. I mean, Filipinos are just great at dancing. They're great at singing. They're a festive people.
See the crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all is when the sun comes shining through to make those rainbows in my mind. When I think of you sometimes, I wanna spend some time with you. Just the two of us.
You know, and where I'm from, I mean, now I live in Japan, and it's not as happening in the live music scene. But when you go to Philippines, like especially a place like Boracay, like I think every single hotel that we walk past, there's a stage, and there's usually somebody playing the guitar and somebody singing, which is really nice if you're into that sort of thing.
Do you hear the buzz between the birds and bees? It's in the air, blowing through the trees. Something here no longer feels the same. The two of you were trying to hide in the shade of the tree. On the other side, darkness could never hide your beauty from my eyes.
So when it comes to food on the island of Boracay, there are plenty of options, despite the many hotels and resorts that are there, which you can walk in and have dinner at one of the restaurants in one of the hotels, one of the many hotels. In Station 2, as you can see, there are a whole bunch of sort of trendy and modern style cafes. And yeah, I mean, I think there's been a lot of development lately in Boracay. Some people complain that it's been a bit touristy, and don't get me wrong, there are those places that try to sell you overpriced seafood, but look, who doesn't have that? Which country doesn't have that, right? I mean, look, especially if you're sitting right on the beach, you know, and you're right in the middle of tourist land. There are going to be tourist traps, but we just avoid them. We didn't go to any places that were selling crabs or lobsters. And look, just do like what the locals do. When you take a look and you see that it's a big restaurant and they're touting crabs, for example, and trust me, they're like a dime a dozen over there. You'll see that they're all kind of empty because none of the locals can afford eating there. So, yeah, I mean, we just avoid going there as well. You know, we didn't buy it. Getting back to my point, there are plenty of options, and you don't have to spend so much money when it comes to finding a good place to eat. So the great thing about Boracay is see these green tuk-tuks. Sorry, I call them tuk-tuks, but they're like trishaws or tricycles. They're all electric. So I think you pay something like 150 pesos to ride in it, which is not a lot of money. But if you really want to do like what the locals do, you can get in one of the older style tricycles, which gasoline, they're not electric. And if you get into one of those shared ones, so there are usually when you get the electric ones, you rent the whole thing for yourself and your family, and you pay 150 pesos. But if you want to do like what the locals do, they get on a shared one, and I think they can seat up to like 10 or 12 people, and you only pay like a tenth of the price. You only pay like 15 pesos to your destination, you know. So look, the option is there for you. I think in this clip here, we're riding on one of those shared ones, and the cost is a lot less if you're budget conscious.
So then I took my turn. What a thing to have done, and it was all the
this is us back at our hotel. Day one was fantastic. We had no issues. It was an incredible time. However, day two seemed to pose its own set of issues. We had problems with the baby getting sick. We also had a sudden news alert that Charis's flight got cancelled. So how do we get ourselves out of this one? And what would you do if your flight was suddenly cancelled out of the blue and it was a Sunday and nobody was there to answer your phone? Stick around and watch the next video.